Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. On this channel, I share sewing tutorials, pattern making ideas and tips. So if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you do so. And if you are a new subscriber, I'm so happy to meet you. Well, is it to meet you or to see you? I'm not seeing you. But if you are really, if you are on this channel for the first time, probably you are just like, let me just walk up pass. Please stay right there and listen to what I have to say. If your interest is in sewing, okay, or sewing tutorials, how to make patterns and all of that, this is what I major on this channel. So you are in the right place, all right? So ensure you click that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel and you'll be glad. Yeah, you'll be glad you did so. All right, so in this video, I'll be explaining to you how to make this beautiful blouse up here. This is a very lovely blouse that gives me a kind of, an elegant look. Yeah, each time I wear it, I always feel, because people are always, telling me I'm beautiful, this blouse is nice, and all of that. Did I make the blouse? No, I did not. I bought it. Yeah, I needed a white blouse, and I decided to go for this, and it was urgent, so there was no other alternative. I decided to go for it, and believe me, it's very beautiful. And I love the fit. Usually I'm supposed to be making. I'm supposed to show you how to make, but I just feel that it's a very simple blouse. So why do I need to make? You guys are talented. You guys are brilliant, intelligent now. So do I need to stress myself like that? I don't need that. All right. So if you really want to learn how to make this blouse, this beautiful, elegant, blouse, like this, then just stay around. Make sure you do not change this channel. Watch this video from the beginning to the end. And please ensure you subscribe. Let's get started. So, all right, guys, this is what I have to show you how to make. Now, this material is like organza material. You can see it's not a heavy fabric at all. So, and I have a sample here, though it's not exactly the same. This fabric, I'm sure it was made somewhere, I don't know, but this was imported into the country. This is an imported outfit, okay? So it wasn't made in Nigeria, it's from Turkey, right? So of course, the material, the fabric over there would be used for things like this. So, but this is what we've got. I don't know if we can get exactly the same in Nigeria market, especially in Lagos. I do not think so. But what I'm saying is you can, even if you don't get the exact of this fabric, you can use something close to it, a similar fabric. So this is organza. You can make use of any light fabric. It could be chiffon, it could be anything light. And the reason is because of the look it has, the gigantic look that the blouse has. Let me just lay it flat on the table for you to see. Can you see? This is what it looks like. Can you see? So, and this is because of the layers that you have here, you need to make use of light fabric, because if you use crepe or any other fabric that is thick, of course it will be too heavy, and the beauty, well, I don't think the beauty will really come out the way it is on this fabric or with this fabric. All right, so this is what I have to explain how to make. And like I said, it is very, very simple to make. Now, before you can make this blouse, you need a basic bodice pattern, a full block. You need a full block for this. So, of course, like using, then now depends on the length. If you don't want to use the full length of your full block pattern, or sorry, of your full block, then you can just shape it on the hip area to have any shape that you want or any desired shape of your choice. So, but the basic is that you'll be needing a full block pattern, because this is not upscale at all, at all. Now you can see, lifting this up, this area is not going to be completely exposed. Why? Because this is covering it, right? So you may not even know that there is a princess dart here. And even if you don't want anything princess, then you can just do your normal dart. You can do your normal dart. But you know what? You know why I prefer princess? Princess brings out your shape. It adds or it enhances your shape, or probably your figure. I don't know how to put it now, but I love princess dart a lot, because it brings out that beautiful shape of yours. Okay, so you can do this. Then, like I said, this is the waistline. So, you know, I said you can use a full block, but if you don't want to use the whole of the length, then you can just shorten it about 2 inches above the hip line, and you shape it, you know, the way you like. So you can see that here, about 2 or 3 inches allowance was added to the pattern. Okay, it's just like the picture on your screen. You can increase, go out a little bit, and just do it that way, so that it will have this flare kind of look on the lower part. All right, I have said it several times on this channel that you don't need to follow any particular pattern when you are creating your princess style line. You can just pick any point on your armhole and just connect it like that. Okay, so but my advice for you, when you are creating a princess dart line, make sure that the point you will be picking here is not too close to the underarm seam, because the lower it is, the harder it will become, or it becomes, when you are joining the panels together. All right, so I don't like it too close, because when I'm joining, it will give me a little tough, you know, moment, and I do not want that. So I prefer to go up, to go higher a little, or better still, you can just measure the round armhole and divide by 2. Okay, or what I do is I move up. Even if I do it and divide by 2, I will go up by 1 inch or 1.5 inches. All right, so that I won't have issues when I want to join the panels together, right? And for the sleeve, is a straight sleeve, right? So then these are pieces of flare attached to it, 3 layers, 360-degree flare. So if you want to learn how to do 360, of course, I have it on my channel. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, this is the first layer. Then the second layer is 1.5 inches more than the first layer. The same thing, the third layer. So you can do it whichever way you want it, but this is just for you to have an idea of how, you know, the style is. So, and of course, it's a kind of shirt design. Now, I forgot to say this. If you, like I said, you would need a basic bodice pattern, full block. I don't think I have shared with you how to do a pattern or draft a pattern for a shirt. Okay, but I will just use the opportunity to say this. In my last video, I showed you how to prepare the pattern, okay, to make this particular dress. If you watch that video, you remember that I went up on the back pattern on the shoulder line. Now I went up by 1 inch. That means I took 1 inch on the front shoulder and added it to the back shoulder. So you can use that same method, okay, with the on the full block. All right, so just make sure you alter the shoulder that way, and that is basically a shirt block for you. So, and you can see that this is also in form of a shirt as well. Button extension 1 inch and seam allowance of 1/2 inch. All right, then there's a collar. Now let's go to this effect that we see here. Can you see? I just love this effect, and that is what brings that elegant look. What you are going to do to achieve this is very simple. Before you attach your collar, okay, because this collar is the last thing you are going to attach after you are done with this, okay? So, and like I said, this is button extension. You will not attach button extension and collar until you are done with this effect. Now, this effect is simply a 360-degree flare. Okay, this is a 360-degree flare that is being attached. So all you need to do is to take the measurements you are going to use to create this flare. And how do you get the measurements? You know, I said that button extension, for now, no way. This, the collar, no way for now. Now, you are going to measure on how you're going to create this kind of effect on it. So all you need to do, you know, you can see how many layers do we have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will come to your neckline, right? Button extension is not included. And measure round the neckline, right? So, and that is the circumference of the neck. So you are going to take that measurement. Now, for a flare, apart from the circumference, you need the length. How long do you want the flare to be? Now, you are going to determine or decide for yourself how much you want or how long you want the first layer to be, right? So, measuring this from here to here, I guess it should be 2.5. I am not sure. I haven't measured it, but let me just confirm. Yeah, that's about 2 3/8 of an inch. So you can make yours 2.5. That will be the length of the first layer, okay, the smallest flare. So measuring the circumference, let's assume is 20 inches. I'm just assuming. Then 20 inches, the length is what? 2.5. So, and how do you get your, of course, before you draft your flare, what do? You get the radius first. You fold your fabric into 4, you get the radius, and how do you get the radius? The 20 inches here, which is our circumference, divided by 6.28, right? And, you know, apart from the circumference, of course, you are going to need seam allowance, okay? You are going to need seam allowance. So, of course, the dress itself, sorry, the blouse itself here already has seam allowance. So everything you are going to add together by the time you measure. I hope you understand. So the seam allowance here should not be more than ½ inch. Of course, the ½ inch has been used. Can you see? It has been used, is inside already. So everything together from here round, including the seam allowance here and the seam allowance here, right? So let's assume the seam allowance on both sides, here and here, is 1 inch, ½ inch here, ½ inch here. That's 1 inch. Plus the 20 inches, that was 21. So 21 divided by 6.28. So whatever that value gives you is going to be your radius, right? So when you find your radius, then you can now measure your length. Okay, you insert your length, and the length is 2.5 inches. So this is how you do it, right? So once you get this, then you can now use this as a kind of template to cutting the rest of the flare. So all you need to do is to be increasing the length. It's still the same radius, but different length. I hope you understand. So, for example, like I said, this is 2.5 in length. And if you measure from here, the end of the first flare to the end of the second flare, we have, this is almost 3 inches. Okay, so it's about 3¼ 3¼ longer than the first. So which means the first, which is 2.5 plus 3¼ that's about 5.75. Yes, 5 inches and 3/4 of an inch. So which means you will place this first layer on the fabric that you folded, you have already folded into 4, and you just increase the length, right? So once you place this one on it, all you need to do is to add 3¼ to it. Of course, placing this one on it already occupies 2.5, which is the length. So all you need to do is just to complete it by adding 3¼ of an inch. The same, every other measurement is the same, right? So this is how you get the second flare. Now, the third flare is still the same thing, right? So instead of using this one as a template, you can continue to use this one and continue to add your length. So if you continue to use this as a template or as a guide, all you need to do, like you use this one as a template for the first, the second layer, you add 3 inches to get this. You use this one as a second layer, you add this 3 plus 3 which is for the third layer, that's 6. You just had 6 inches. Measure, as in you just measure 6 inches from the end of the first layer to where you want the third layer to stop. That will be for the third layer of the flare. And next, which is the fourth layer, you measure from, you know, it's 3 inches, 3. That's the difference between each of the flare, right? So if you are using this as a template, you just keep adding 3 inches. You use this one as the first to cut this, you add 3 inches. You use this one again as a template to cut the third one, you add 6 inches. You use it as a template to cut the fourth one, then you had what? 3. That's 9 inches. Then for the last layer, which is the last one, you just add 3. That's 12 inches. And you cut all the flare, the same neck measurement. So after making this blouse, you cut your flare each. So you lock the hemline of each of the flare neatly this way, right? Or you can even hem it the usual fold, and you just sew round. So just ensure you finish the hemline neatly, right? Beautifully, because it's going to be showing and it's going to add to the beauty, right? So this is all you need to do, and you just continue to attach round. The very first one you will attach is the longest one, which is the last one here. That's the first, because it's the longest. Can you see? This is it. So this is the first you are going to attach. So by the time you attach the first one, then you put this one on it, you lay it on it, you attach round. Then the third one, you attach round. The fourth one, you attach round. And the fifth one, you do what? You attach round. Very beautiful. And you can even do up to like 6 pieces. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can make it like 6. Make your own 6. Or you reduce it to 4. It depends on what you want. But this 5 is not bad at all. It's very, very beautiful. This is the kind of design you can actually make if you are into ready to wear and you have the right pattern, so that it won't fail, it won't disappoint you when your product gets there to the market. And the back is also a princess dart, yeah, right from the armhole. And this is the center back to give the shape or to reduce bulge on the center back. So the center back is laying very well, right? So it's princess dart, and this is all you need to know about this. So once you are done attaching the flare pieces, then you can now attach your button extension, and after that you attach your collar. Okay, if you can make this dress and send it to me, oh, I will so much love it. And if you have any question regarding this, oh, I will be so happy to answer you, right? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.